everyone doing? Give me 1 second. I keep forgetting how loud it is when you first log in. Oh, look how cute you are. I'll turn this fucker down. Hold on. Oh. Hi, how's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're having a legendary night. Hello, Elaine. Where are you at? You should be up here. My mic should be over shared. There we go. Hi, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a good night. Tonight we are going to be Moogle Tomes. Not gonna lie to you, I want my Moogle Tomes. Why is this hair just being a pain in the ass tonight? I've tried to deal with it, and tonight it's just there's like 2 hairs. I'm about to pull the fuck out. Hello, fall. There, I got him, I think. I hope. Is it the glasses that I can't see out of? What happens if it's both? Either way, hi. Hope everyone's having a really good night. Yeah, we got some shenanigans coming tonight. We got some relaxation. We've got some silly stuff, like usual. And we're starting half hour early, which I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me a minute to adjust. I got used to it. First things first, I made this shirt. Look. I made it. All by myself. I did all this. So we are ready to start sewing my cosplay. This was the practice run and it went beautifully. And I am excited. And I made it. I worked like, it's a nice shirt actually. I was pretty impressed with it. Give me a second. Ooh, my old lady shawl. Which, by the way, husbands, spouses, significant others. When you buy your significant other a gift, bear with me 1 second. The green screen's gonna come. There. When you buy your significant other a gift, Jesus Christ, this thing's not working tonight. Okay. When you buy your significant other a gift, okay, we don't ask you to buy something big. We ask you to buy something you thought of. Okay? My husband came home on my birthday with a shawl. Okay? He was like, I know you don't like buying gifts. Okay? Usually I just take my birthday money out of the pile and I usually do what I want with it, which, not gonna lie, FanFest, that's where that money went. 100%. So he's like, I found this and I spent $15 on it, and I'm like, okay. You know, you're always cold, so I figured you'd like that, and and I picked the colors to make sure that you could wear it at the office. It would go with a lot more of your clothes. And I told him that's probably the best gift he's ever gotten me. And he didn't get it, and he still probably doesn't. God love him. The best gift you could get somebody is a gift that you thought of, that they would like, they would need. Or just something that made you think of them, other than, oh, what's pink? I'm sure they like pink. So simply put, my husband won this one. I had no idea. Either way, yeah. So we are ready to start fucking cosplaying. Oh, I'm so excited. Basically, this was it. This was the test. Can I make a garment from a pattern, adjust it as needed, finish the seams, and make it a functional piece without fucking it up? The answer is yes. Yes, I can. And I totally did that. So we are ready to go. Cannot wait. Ooh, right there. So that's what I'm... More than likely, this weekend, that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to start Julia Chive. I'll be filming that one. So that everyone can, like, see the process. Even though I'm probably going to fuck it all up, like, consistently. But, listen, I'm okay with fucking things up. It's what I do. There. Got some tickets. So, yeah, it's been a great weekend. I made a shirt. I spend a lot of money on board games. So of course I did. We went to Free Comic Book Day. We went to the city. We visited my dad. And then we played board games last night. It was fantastic. Fantastic. Like, it was a nerdy ass weekend, and I live for nerdy ass weekends. Really? No, I really, really enjoyed that. So this week is a big week for Final Fantasy XIV players. I can't think of why. We've got a live letter, and I cannot wait to see how this live letter goes. I'm assuming we're getting the trailer. Actually, I brought the website up because they just launched their website for it. So we got the Dark Throne. We got new story. Our boy. Course Zero. And the expressionless non-binary face, which love that. Like, I love that they came forward and they're like, no, we made them genderless. On purpose. Fuck yes we did. Oh, we got Y'shtola. If you notice that we're on the moon, did you guys catch that? Let's go back here. I don't know where you are. These guys are on the moon. So we could have... look, we can zoom in. No, okay, that's the best I can do. But let's see. We're on the moon. So maybe we bring a small army. I don't know. We have Pandemonium, our boy Elidibus. Possible new job hints. Okay, gotcha. The Ether Front, Dungeon. More snow. I just fucking love snow. I'm kidding. You got polar bears. At least it's cute. But I wonder, like, what's the connection? Is that the new connection to the moon? What's over here? I am very curious to see how that goes. We got Angry Polar Bear. Containment Bay Unreal. Listen, I am not the person for Unreal. I don't have the skill. Let's be fucking honest. I don't have the skill. Friend-shaped boss. I love that. Additional duty support. So we got it. So it expanded to the 5 dungeons from Stormblood and Crimson Sunsets to Hero Rise. So Warrior Light must join Lise, Hyun, Gosetsu. Just View Media. Tateru's Grand Endeavor. More Hildebrand. Weapon enhancements. New variant dungeon. Criteria. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Love it, love it, love it. View Media. Okay, so that's the whole thing. So, okay, so we've got Ascian. Got our dragon. Golbez. That kind of looks like the final boss of 4. Because remember, Golbez wasn't the final boss of 4, right? Okay, so I don't know. It depends what you like, right, Calvin? If you're a raider, you'll hate this. It's just not... It's a game that you'll play a little bit here and there and you'll be like, I'm good, and move along, right? If you're someone who likes PvP, then the PvP doesn't change a whole lot. And you're like, yay, new seasons, great. If you're the type of person who just likes a lot of like RP and stuff like that, this game's got days and days and hours. What's this? Slices, right? No. The Habreha top is the Pandemonium reference. Gotcha. Daddy Lahabreha. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. My problem with Final Fantasy XIV is in World of Warcraft, I used to be a bit of a lore whore. That's a terrible expression. Let's change that. Poor choice of words. Truly. I used to be a lore muncher. Better. I loved lore, and I loved getting into it, and I loved theory crafting. Going through the little threads they left behind. Try to see what foreshadowing is, and try to pick it out. And I really liked doing that, honestly. Like, it's something I really enjoyed. With Final Fantasy XIV, I can't. I cannot theory craft. I cannot guess what happens next. Like, I'm glad that there are lots of people that can, okay? I am not that person. I am not that smart. Everything that Final Fantasy XIV throws at me, I'm like, I have no idea. I would love for me to tell you that I know what's gonna happen. I have no fucking idea. And any guess that I would make would be so wildly incorrect that it would be comically incorrect. I don't think the only thing I think I predicted was that we would fight Heidelin, which, no shit, you know what I mean? Like, no one lost sleep on that bet. Well, the writing is excellent, but it's also got that Final Fantasy charm, right? Final Fantasy as a game is very known to take you out of left field and be like, okay, are we fucking with the player today? Yes, we are. Haha. They're also not afraid to try something new. And they're not afraid to go grab an old thread they left. Oh, fuck that. An old thread that they left behind and pick that up and be like, okay, so that's what we're doing right now. Which is great. I love that. I really do. Exactly. But they're also not afraid to not be gods. Like, if we don't use World of Warcraft as the example, let's use Dungeons and Dragons. When you hit level 18, 19, 20, you are fighting fucking gods. Where do you go from there? Right? Like, where the fuck do you go from there? What is your next step? You just fought a god. You're not gonna go fight a goblin. And a lot of players struggle starting a new campaign because they were fighting gods. Which, fair. In, so far, Final Fantasy XIV, I haven't seen how they're gonna handle that shift, right? We fought gods. Truly, we fought gods. We fought the power that gods couldn't contain. Despair itself. So far, I have to give credit where credit is due. Fighting Golbez feels important. Fighting Golbez feels urgent. Fighting Golbez feels like we need to do this. Like, we feel peril. Right? Remember, we just fought fucking despair itself. But we still have that sense of urgency to save this guy's sister. Right? That transitioned very well. I can't wait to see where that next step goes, how they maintain that urgency, and what they do with that urgency for the next expansion. Like, how do they introduce a new urgency? What could be the next big threat? Or is it a big threat? Is it a grand adventure? Is it just a new big bad? Is it a large overarching big bad that we'll never know in the first fucking expansion that drops? They'll be looming over us. Right? But I want to see how they transition that urgency to... Because again, once this guy's sister's saved, if we save her at all, our urgency's ended. Obviously, listen, they're about to give us a twist turn. We know this. It's coming. Like, we're ready to see what they do to us. But that's what I'm trying to say, is that I really enjoy how they handle that. And I can't wait. So far, they've managed to maintain that sense of urgency. Except patch point 3, it was a bit of a... I don't want to say filler. That's not the right word, but it was exposition of a patch. Was I a little disappointed in it? A little. Story beat wise, right? Because I was expecting a point 3. But I mean, we might also get a point 4 to end all point 4s. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. If that's the answer here, is I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, and I'm right at the edge of my seat, waiting for the shoe to drop, waiting for it. You're waiting for the jump scare. Because we know they'll do it. I just want to see how they manage to do it. Because I'm right there. Like, I'm right here. I'm ready to go. I want to see it. Oh yeah, Calvin. Absolutely. Golbez ate the last boss. I'm sorry, he wasn't in 4. He's not going to be here. And even then, most point 2s really set the exposition up where you finish at edge of your seat. We're here, we're only like, okay, I see you on the moon. Jonathan, I believe you are correct. I like that thought as well. I think you are on the nose. But yeah, like, we're waiting for that shoe to drop. We're waiting for somebody to fuck with us. Another thing that's very interesting is our patch cycles. We should... we should be getting a patch a couple weeks, I believe. After that, we're looking at about 4 months. We're looking at September, October. Now, if they follow the 4-month, thank you. If you follow the 4-month thing, we're looking at a February to March release of the new expansion, which is a good time. March would probably be better on that scale. I was talking about it in Discord, and I think it was Elaine that had said, like, hey, no, Shadowbringer, like, the last one, there was a 9-month in between the final patch and expansion, so that would put it July. June, July. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I'm very interested to see how the patch cycle goes from here. Also excited to see, like, what dates they put on it. Not just because of the patch cycle, but I mean, rumor has it July at the at FanFest we are getting the trailer drop, the new expansion name and trailer drop. So if it's coming out in March, it's not much time. It's 8 months of media before it happens. I'm gonna queue up here. If it's not, first teaser trailer, yep. And if it's not, then we're looking at whatchamacallit? Because I think London will have the actual trailer. But I'm trying to think of the timelines, right? Because typically a teaser trailer or stuff like that comes about a year. This is me guessing, okay? The only thing I know when it comes to the gaming industry is when's the high time for game sales. It's not hard to figure out. About a month or two before the actual, like, season sales. So, like, October, huge. There's a reason why they call it Broketober. February, March, huge. June, I mean, go look at the games that are being released in these dates. It's not hard to figure out when the big games are coming, right? So that's what makes financial sense. Ow. Fucker. Whee. I don't know what this tank did, but they gave up. Oh. Whatever, we got it. So either way, I'm very excited to watch this next cycle. I am, like, we are a year to a year and a few months away from the next expansion. Already. Like, we are right there. We are dancing on it. Alright, your girl is tanking today. Yeah. The name of the expansion, FanFest, full trailer. Oh, listen, yeah. And it makes sense, right? That's what it makes sense for the market. It makes sense for the player base. That's fine. Plus it's at the fucking Tokyo Dome. Again, people don't understand how big that is. The rumored amount of people that are going to FanFest US is around 15K. 15,000. And still nobody got in. Which, mind-blowing. The UK one sold out just as fast. Wait. Wait, so this is gonna be there, not actually at 10? No. Those two events are sold out, like sold out. I assume people bought it and are gonna attend. Speaking of which, my passport stuff's supposed to be cleared up. I'm calling them in the morning, and it's supposed to be in the mail. So my last stressor to FanFest, other than making my damn cosplay, is there. I can't wait. I am so excited. I can't believe that I got my cosplay stuff figured out to a point where I'm like, I got it. We can do this. I'm confident that I can do it. Time consuming, but I can do it. Hope not. Checks in the mail. It should be in the mail. But I'll call in the morning to see where it's at. Like, to me, if I can get it this month at some point. Ooh. Oh no. I've won, right? Like, I lost my grippy. Oh, that's gross. My grippy came off on my remote. These things, the rubber analog grips. Listen, I need those. I hope. I don't know if I'm gonna go on the stage. I'm a little bit shy. Not that I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm not shy, but I mean we're also talking 15,000 fucking people, and I'm my first cosplay ever, let alone like everything else involved. I don't know about that. So we'll wait and see. I haven't applied it. You can still apply it in a bit, but like I think I'm gonna apply. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Makes me so damn nervous. Why are you stuck? Hello, 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 kiss. But yeah, at least I know I can actually construct the garment, let alone like the rest of the stuff I want to do. I can at least put the bitch together. That's what I learned today. Oh fuck, you don't want to tank it? Alright, I got her. Come on, honeys. He's like, nah, you take it. Like, it's definitely gonna be one of the, like, again, it's my first time, so I'm a bit nervous. Oh, I went to Free Comic Book Weekend this weekend, which, by the way, like, support your local game stores. And while I'm here, don't ever be like embarrassed if you like a certain type of board game and you're like, I only like these guys, and because there is something for everybody, right? There is absolutely something for everybody. If they like, there's absolutely something for everybody. Okay? Like, let me give you an example. My kids, I've got one kid who's really cool for the invested games. My youngest can sit for a 3-hour game, and he'll love it. He has a hard time understanding some of the rules and takes him a while to learn it. So him, like, in a 3-hour game, by hour number 1.5, he's starting to catch it. But it takes him a bit. My oldest can't fucking sit for a 1 hour, 2-hour game, and doesn't like the complex games. So I'm gonna put my grippy back on. It's very important, these things, okay? Look, see? I got grippy, and it's the other grippy. I almost wish my remote would break, not because I want to spend money, but because I want a pink one. And I don't believe in buying extra remotes for the sake of it. If it works, it works, but like, I want pink one. So yeah, I stopped buying board games for a while because people in my house, if I bought one, people wouldn't all play it. And because the family wouldn't play it, people stopped playing it in general. Like, my husband doesn't like to... Mother's Day's coming up. This is true. Agricola, not so much. I get ya. I like all. Board games, there's very few I don't like. And my husband, if we're playing at home, he wants something he can pick up and play quickly. Him learning the game is not so difficult. It's more about time sitting down. He's had a couple hip replaced, so to him, like, he's got to be able to move, right? Like, he can't sit for 2-3 hours. Like, he's hurting. Yay! Where me? Oh shit, I fucked that up. My bad. Oh well. Me, I'm fine. Like, I like 2, 3, 4 hour, whatever. It's nice to raid. I'm good. Let me go see what that's like for stuff. Oh, thank you. Listen, like, me all like stuff. I love that. The island palm, island sand. But it takes half hour just to run there on the road. Yeah, no, I absolutely get it, Elaine. Those types of games are fun. Like, we played Dune this weekend. Which, Dune is, it is not a bad game. It is not the best game that we were introduced. But it definitely, it is a fun game. I liked it. It was good. But the bigger thing is trying to maneuver the different factions. If you can figure out how your faction works and why it works that way, you're good. You're gonna have a good time. If you don't know how your faction works, well then, or you don't know what to do with the other factions, it's not so fun. Once you figure it out, it's good fun. It's great. So far, now keep in mind, I don't usually buy a lot of games or try new games because shit's expensive. And again, my kids won't play it 9 times out of 10. So we learned to just not buy the bigger, harder games. And again, what I have learned is that I like the involved games. Dune was good. The week before that we played... What did we play last week? I'm trying to think. I can't remember for the life of me. Shit. Western Legends is excellent. Like, that was probably so far the favorite game of board game night we played. It's an open sandbox game. I didn't expect to be good, but it was fantastic. Oh, we played Amon-Re. That was alright. That was alright. Not that it was bad, it was just resource building and trying to make sure you outdid your opponents. That was alright. This is true. So anyway, I bought... The point of the story is to say, basically, don't be afraid to buy the type of game that you like. And even... I bought 4 easy to learn, quick to play games. And a lot of the times those tend to be children's games, but they don't have to be. And it's okay if, like, they border on the line of children and adult. I bought Dungeons and Dragons Mayhem, which, if you're looking for a filler game or you need something that takes a whole 50 minutes to learn it and play it through. That was a very surprising instant classic in this house. Actually, tonight, I showed my husband how to play it. And I showed him, and we played 3 or 4 rounds in a half hour. And he was, like, blown away. He's like, this is a pretty cute little game. I told you. You gotta listen to your wife once in a while. I bought Sushi Go Party, which, listen, Sushi Go is fun. I like that. I bought Carcassonne, which I already knew was a classic, but, you know, still bought it. We played that and we enjoyed that. And I bought Exploding Kittens, and I bought the big version of it, and I shouldn't have. It was like $10 more, and I got like the big box with like all these like extra things in it, all the expansions to it, and you can customize the game that you want. And I'm like, well, it's alright. My bigger problem with it is it comes in a giant ass box, and it don't need that big of a box, so it just takes up space. But I mean, Exploding Kittens is fun with kids. Or generally speaking. New zone, 90 slots for outdoor furniture. Oh my goodness. That is so good, Calvin. That is awesome. This is exactly what people wanted. They wanted a little side content that they could just do at their leisure. That's it. Slow, easy burn content. Because why not? Last drink was pretty fucking sour. Ow, fucker. Well, I'm very excited to see. Next week we get to play The Goonies. I can't wait to play that either. That's more of a co-op game. Get the rare animals. I still don't have the rare animals. But to be fair, I didn't have time. And actually, you guys want to hear something stupid? I booked myself to work tomorrow night, overnight. Okay? It's only like an hour or 2. And that means I don't have to go into office that day. which is why I booked it. Let's not kid ourselves for 8.5 seconds. Anyway, did you see the maintenance that's happening tomorrow night? And it's the one night that I'm fucking off, that I'm working it. Fuck, I was mad when I seen that. I was like, you're kidding me. All night? Why? I just want to be bad. Game a little bit. 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's the idea. I'll be working at 3 in the morning tomorrow. It's so exciting. But I get to sleep in and I don't have to work in office. The shit that I'll do to not go in. Like, it's borderline sad. Borderline, but you know. It is so sad. Speaking of which, I was something else in the Discord today. We talk about corporate culture and how some places really make it like a cult to work for that company. It was fucking weird, man. A healthy dose and a healthy reminder that corporations are not people. They are specifically not your people. It said 10. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, my remote just fell in my lap. Does it say on the lodestone? Maintenance. North American Data Center Maintenance. It's from 12 a.m. That's East, that's Pacific. So, well, 4. So I might be able to get away with it. Might. I have to work for 3:30. So, might get away with it. Might. I have to wait and see. We're already at 60. It all depends on how long whatever I'm doing is gonna be. Sometimes it can be like 20 minutes, sometimes it can be a couple hours. Whatever. I don't have to go in the office. Still here. Thank you, Fall. I appreciate that. However, if you were smart, you'd take your meds. Fall. Wee. Wee. I don't know if you heard that or you're listening. Maybe you're listening? I don't know if you're listening. Alright, no, we got it. Dig it. Yeah, well, it's remembering that it's 4 hours difference. Because I work in Eastern, so I kind of like bounce between East. I live in East. You know what I mean? Like. Okay, sorry. I had to remind Vol. I don't think they're listening. For those of you who don't know, fall, everyone's favorite Canadian Eastern and US Eastern are the same, aren't they? Like, New York City is the same time zone as Ontario. How is there an hour difference between Eastern? Like, it's in a row. Eastern Standard Time. The Atlantic Time is what I'm in. Yeah, I'm in Atlantic. I'm not in Eastern. I'm an Atlantic girly. Atlantic Canadian. Yeah. Yeah, like Ontario and Quebec are in Eastern. The Eastern that you guys all know and love. It's just that I work for another province, Quebec, so it means that everything I do during my workday is in Eastern, which sucks. So then they call you on your lunchtime like assholes. Or my other favorite is when they call you at 5 o'clock and you're like, no, that's 5 o'clock. Well, it's not here. It doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Canadian time zones. Images. Alright, government website on top of that. How about that information? Okay, Eastern is here. So this is where New York is, Maine, and all of that. Okay? They're over here. I am in this little box here. So, there. Now, Newfoundland time is a half-hour difference, but generally speaking, that's what Atlantic is. These provinces right here. Little guys. Hello, Night Shifter. How are you? So, yeah, that's where we're at. That's my time zones. That's why I'm so weird from you guys. Like, right now, it's 9 p.m. So when I say, oof, I'm tired, and you guys are like, it's 9:30, girl. What are you doing? Because it's 10:30, okay? I'm getting old. Oh, I'm already queued up. Okay, I thought I wasn't for a second. Do I have some tea here? Hold on. Let's fix this. Stay there, you. Move my energy drink over. Yeah, Earl Grey. Hot. I'm usually not too big on tea at night, but today I'm just feeling tea. But it's been a day, like. On the bright side, I get to sleep in tomorrow, Wednesday. Calvin, I very much used to be that way. And given the opportunity, aka no children, I would be the same. But I used to, and I admit this, in my 20s, and partially my early 30s, is I'd still game late. I'd still go to bed 11, 12 o'clock at night, and then get up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and function. I'm finding that part more difficult. So I now don't. Like, that's the part that got harder. Like, today is exceptional. We had board game night last night. I got home at midnight. The people that live upstairs from us, I guess we're having some kind of a fucking dance party for all I know. Until 1 a.m. And then I had to get up to use the washroom at 1 a.m. So of course I did. Whee! And then finally I went to sleep, and then I was up at 6:15. So I got about 5 hours of sleep. And I found today very hard. At 3:45, I took a 20-minute nap. See what I mean? 6.5 hours sleep. Like, I find that that's the part that's harder to do now. Like, function on less, right? I'm doing in the middle of a job hunt, but I'm doing something I'm playing. Writing out Alicia's story. Oh, that's awesome! That would be good. Listen, creative writing is an incredible hobby, and I am very, very, not envious, like in the way, but like, I'm glad you get to enjoy that. That's awesome. A cup of coffee. And that's where I'm at, Jonathan. I admit that very much. Very much. Like, I wish I was lying to you, but no, I do that. Oh, I just drank an energy drink. And it's 9, and I'll be in bed at 10:30. Because right after stream, I wash up, put my shit away, and go straight to bed. I don't even want to lie to you for a second. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, that's the part I have found harder, is functioning on less. Because I'm trying to remember, like, my late 20s where I would, well, mid 20s, where I would raid until 2 a.m. and then get up to work for 8. For 8. I mean, those were exceptional days. Like, oh, the raid lasted longer, you're doing so good. Or something stupid like that. But, like, it wasn't that. Well, thank you, Ivicent. I appreciate you kindly. I appreciate that very much. But you know what I mean? Like, because we used to raid until like 12, about midnight. Maybe 1. I appreciate you very much, Edison. Thank you so much. And I mean, I functioned. I raided 3 nights a week. I mean, to be fair, like Wednesday, there was energy drink day at work, but I functioned. We're actually queuing up for, Moogle Tomes. That's what we're up to. I'm at 64. We need 100 for the Porksies, and after that, I don't need so much. There's a few more I need, but not a whole lot, so. And then I gotta get my PvP mount, so that's the other big goal we gotta force our way through. Whee! Oops. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you. I haven't had a whole... To be perfectly honest, I've been very, very busy, and I haven't had time to play much other than what you see. Honestly. Like, it's been busy. But it's been busy, like, in the best way possible. Like, I've been hanging out with friends, board game days, nerd days, and stuff like that. Like, it's been really good. Grip on them. Done. Ooh-wee. So that's my goal, is to just complete my stuff and get that. I also sewed. I made this shirt. I'm wearing it. It looks great. It's a nice long sleeve shirt. I'm fucking impressed with it. I love it. So what's that tell you? That tells you that your girl can sew a garment. And I can sew the shirt that I need for my cosplay, and I can't wait! Oh, very much, Jonathan. You are correct. So this weekend I'm hoping to start the cosplay project. I do have another project I need to finish first, which is just a help to my mother. But after that, your Duelia Chai's coming. Wait, I can't fucking wait. Pretty stoked, honestly. And I mean, I'm getting there. Like, I'm very much enjoying the process, learning all this stuff. And the amount of documentaries that I have watched because I was sewing. Like, I think I watched 3 or 4 Friday night making the shirt. Which is comical, I have to admit. Oops, nope, we don't want to lose that. Machinist for raid. That sounds like fun. A lot of people say they like the machinist. Well, you're not the first one I've heard say that. I'm gonna put my shawl back on. It's cold. Not cold, but you know. Where are we at? 66. We're doing okay. Almost there. Oh, we're almost there. I'm off key enough, maybe they won't demonetize me. Hey, that's like secret. If you're so off key, they can't help you. Could you imagine the madness of that? I don't know if you guys noticed, but I believe I'm getting my level 90 on my tank this turn. I think. Because look at it. I'm at 10,738. 10,738,683. And I need 10,800,038. So like I am fucking sitting on it. Like I'm so close. I might get me fucking 90. And if I'm not no, I can't make this raid yet. Shit. My bar is closed. So close. Perfect. But yeah. Portsy. Portsy earrings matches everything. Okay. Too bad. Too bad. I'm kidding, obviously. But yeah. I'm pretty scared. I can't wait for my Julia Try cosplay. I can't wait to try it. To like make it myself. I've been invited to some conventions, some local conventions, which I'm not gonna lie, a few of them like I didn't know existed. Like I didn't know we had so many conventions here, and that's not good because I like my money where it is, and it ain't looking good for me to keep it. Someone is AFK, I don't care. I really don't. Even if they were AFK just to be AFK, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, it's fun. There we go. We're starting to get to it. This guy's really trying it. I'm kidding. I'm not actually mad. You want to tank it? Go ahead. I give not a fuck today. We're good. We are farming this. Come on, get my level, get my level, get my level. Eh. Eh. Nope. Oh, I only get 80,000? Well, that sucks. Oh, we got a sexy one. Someone's whole butt. That's okay, we like that. Big fan. Yeah, that was worth 80,000 and I needed like 100,000. No. Yeah. I should get it next round. I should be eating a fucking egg. Bad peas. Bad peas. I keep checking as if it went up like by a lot. It's only been one. I only got 2. Come on now. I can't believe it. We're almost there. There we go. Yeah, I didn't know there, like, you guys seen the spot that I'm from. Like, these provinces are tiny ass little ass provinces. I didn't expect to have like such small little conventions around. I didn't expect there to be so many in this tiny ass little area, right? I love it. I just couldn't believe that there was so many of the little ones. I live for it. Like, more nerd stuff. All the time. There's a comic expo a couple weeks from now. There's anime convention. End of the month next month. FanFest I'm going to. There's what else? I don't know where, what else? There's one in Halifax, there's a big one in Halifax I'll be going to in October. And there's one in, Fredericton for board games that I want to go to. I am going to FanFest Evicent. The only thing left for me to get is my passport, which should be in the mail. Should be. Like, the plane tickets are bought, the hotel is reserved. We're good. My husband got his passport. Like, we're good. That's what I'm building my Julia Chai cosplay for, is for that. So, I'm going to FanFest. Can't wait. I'm so stupid excited over it. It'll be my first trip out of province. Or it'll be my first, like, out-of-country trip as an adult, and it'll also be my first, like, big motherfucker trip with just me and my husband. Oh no! I'm so sorry to hear that. FanFest was notoriously difficult to get into, and I'm gonna be honest, I wish more people did. But yeah, I wouldn't be dead. I'm kind of excited to go. However, do you know what's funny? Like, I was planning out money to go, like cash. I'm like, okay, we're gonna need this much cash. He's like, how much cash? Are you sure you don't need more? And then I forgot about tipping culture in the US, and I'm like, fuck me. We're gonna need a gajillion dollars just to tip people. Do you exist? Here's a tip. I'm sorry your state doesn't pay you enough to live. Ugh. So that's something. We're gonna be staying on the Vegas Strip, which that tells me nothing, okay? Are you afraid of the dark? Your girl got it! Yeah! What a cool fucking name. What does it do? What does it do? Let me see it. What does it do? Staying at the X-Cal. I tried to... Deals an unexpected amount of damage to all enemies in a straight line with a potency of 600 for the first and 50% for the remaining. Can only be executed while under the effects of dark side. What's dark side? Hold on. Is this dark side? Delirium. What's dark side? Let's see. The edge of shadow. Oh, dark side. That makes sense. Let's see. Filter an AoE. Armin. Probably should go. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on there. Actions and traits. Action. What's this one? Reduces the damage taken by a party member or yourself. Okay, I like that one. Alright, you're an gonna go here. And you reduces the magic taken by self and nearby party members. Yeah, that definitely has to go here. No! There. Okay. I think I'll be at the Silver Sevens. I couldn't get a hotel close. I tried. I fucking tried. I got the hotel because I didn't want to reserve a hotel before that I absolutely had the FanFest tickets, because I was worried that I wouldn't get them. I mean, fair. But it turns out that there's 2 conventions in the convention center this year at the same time, and the hotels right next to it were booked fucking solid. I was like, motherfucker. So this one's about 4 or 5 blocks away. 20-minute walk, Google said. In Nevada heat. In July. All of a sudden the news says 2 Canadians die of heat. So it's supposed to be on the strip. Again, I have no fucking idea what the strip is. I've like I heard of it, but like crispy potato. I'll be a French fry. That's so bad. A French fry. Get it? Because I speak French. Anyway, I'm done. But yeah, that's the big plan. That's my whole, like, that's it. I should be flying in on the Thursday. And on the Friday. Good luck finding a clock. There's no clocks up there? I'm confused. I arrive on the Thursday and I leave on the Sunday. We should be arriving early enough though on the Friday, but that's because of the time zones. Like I gained 3 hours, which just because you gain 3 hours doesn't mean your body gains 3 hours. Should be interesting. They don't want you to know how long you've been gambling. Oh, that definitely won't be a problem. Not a problem in sight at all. No way, no how. If we gamble at all, it'll surprise me. Okay. You know what? If I put more than $20 in a machine, that would surprise me. I have only ever been to a casino like twice. And it was for food and for like a concert. And I put $20 in the machine. That's the most gambling that your girl does. And once in a while I'll buy a lottery ticket, like an IRL one. But that's it, like that's the end of it. Like, yeah, I have no idea. Like, of all the silly stuff you can get up to in Las Vegas, gambling was the least of my concerns. Spending too much at a convention made for nerds, probably. More than likely. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? KuboCon has something like that. you actually have quests. And if you complete the quest, you get Mog money or like Kupo dollars or something like that. Gil, you get Gil. Oh my god, Peebs, you should have known that. You get Gil, and then they, you can buy it, you can spend it on the merch there. And I mean, most of it is decent merch. I mean, obviously, like, the good stuff goes first, you know what I mean? But like, you can get t-shirts, you can get like, pins, and stuff like that. We should be getting a BlizzCon announcement here real shortly. I guess they're doing one. Is it this year or next? I'm not sure. I had seen something on Twitter go by. When it comes to Blizzard, I'm half paying attention. You know what I mean? I'll read it and I'll be like, oh, okay, and I move on. But I can't remember wanting to go to that. I hope. I know you're supposed to be getting a goodie bag. And there's going to be the concert, which will destroy everybody in attendance. It just will. It's not up for debate. Your emotions are moot. Good fucking luck. Speaking of your emotions are moot, the singer, Jason, what's his face? I forget his last name, I'm sorry. He just released a new album. If y'all are looking for something. He's on my Twitter, and he released an album. Thought that was neat. I'm gonna go see if Twitter's blown up yet. There are times I check it just to see if like, Twitter has blown up, and sometimes it almost has, and you're like, oh, you're right there. Let me see. Yeah, not a whole lot going on, which is good. I mean, listen. The less going on, the better. Okay, there's a lot of Merc Sweep that's trending right now. Jason Charles Miller. So you even get to play at the convention in some way. That would be cool. Yes, ARR Raubon, which I'm not gonna lie, and like, there's very few voice actors that I will argue are better in ARR. Raubon was one of them. He had the distinction, he had that like roughness to him that just, it made more sense. I don't know, like, call me weird, but I believe that. Yeah, Raubon's voice I much preferred in AR. The worst one is Alphino. And the sad part is the voice actor that played Alphino during ARR is a extremely famous, extremely great voice actor. It just didn't fit the role. But like, it didn't fit at all. Like, what the fuck? Not even close. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm sitting there going, wait, who played it? Sam Riegel. Sam fucking Riegel played Alphino in ARR. Sam fucking Riegel. Yeah. That's why it hurts so bad. Because you know he's a capable voice actor, but that really did not fit the role. I found that he took the role as like a sad teenager who lost his puppy. You know what I mean? Or Colin really took it and made it my confident, like, no, I know this knowledge. It's not just exposition. You know? Yeah, it was Sam Riegel. When I heard that, someone had put it on Twitter because I didn't even recognize it. And listen, how do you not recognize Sam Riegel's voice? I don't know, but I didn't. Pokey pokey, poking the boss. With my big sword, I'm poking the boss. Is that for real? I didn't know that. See, I know that they talk to each other all the time on Twitter, but I didn't think much of it. Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, England is big, but it ain't that big. But yeah, it's really crazy. Do do do. And Beth Ann Walker's incredible, I'll say. Power behind the voice. So, no, that's actually quite cool. She's got such a strength in her voice. It's incredible. I really, really liked it. And then when I went back and I did the ARR raids, and I realized what old Alice sounded like, I fucking burst. They are not the same. At all. At all. Not even close. Not a fan. Definitely was a good upgrade, I admit. But yeah, whew. But I mean, some voice actors just fit the job and some don't, right? It's got nothing to do with their skill. I mean, again, Sam Riegel was Alfino, and he was not great. And as somebody we know is fucking talented. Did you know he's the voice director for DuckTales, the new one? Which, by the way, I don't care how old you are, go watch the new DuckTales. It's excellent. It's 10 out of 10. Like, it's modern, but it's not. It's how remakes need to be. Yeah, it's a good way to describe it. It's how remakes should be. Because a remake in a perfect form modernizes the idea, but remains true to the concept, right? And it very much does that. Like, it's very good at what it does. Like, so far, like, if you'd ask me, Peebs, what's the best remake out there? DuckTales. For a show, DuckTales. No, we've been doing pretty good. Speaking of KupoCon and like Beth Ann Walker and all that, holy fuck, did you guys see the lineup of guests they have for KupoCon UK? London, sorry. What the fuck? Yashtola, Tataru, Beth Ann, and Colin are there as well. And Thancred's there too. I would have loved to have gone to get my my thing signed. My disc plate. I don't know if the Fan Fest have guest signings and stuff. I hope so, because I would love to just have it, right? But I can't see. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. No idea what to expect. There we go. We got her. A little bit longer that time. Big kitty. Almost all the scions, yep. Very, very cool. There's going to be a KupoCon Toronto, but I'm being very honest when I say I can't afford that magnitude of a convention after FanFest. I just can't. It's in December, and I God knows, I'll probably still be paying for FanFest by then. God knows. Listening to my husband has a snack. He's eating an apple. One second. Texted my husband. This is my fault. I know I'm late. I guess you're gonna go nuts. Yeah. But yeah, I have no idea what to expect from this type of event. At all, at all, at all. And while it's all cool and stuff, there's still like expensive ass trips. There's still lots to go. So we're still saving up for it. Absolutely. But we still have a couple months and all that stuff to at least bring the price down. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the hotel in the United States, even with the exchange, is cheaper for 3 days than Montreal was for 2. The most expensive part, Jonathan, is the plane. 100% the plane. Because the FanFest tickets came to, I'm using CAD because I don't know what it is in USD, I'm sorry. Came to about $480, which 2-day event. Y'all can argue with me if you want, I find that fair. Okay? I do. The hotel is going to cost me about $680 taxes in for 3 nights, which I find that incredibly reasonable. Like, or sorry, 600 was it? Something like that. Again, very reasonable. I'm gonna go look at it when we win this fight. Is the flights. Now your girl is not gonna go to fucking Las Vegas by herself. No way, no how, no I'm bringing Mr. Warchief with me. So I had to buy 2 of those. And the best I found was in an airport 2 hours away for $1,000 for 2, which I was told was actually not bad pricing. And I'm just like, oh, what the, like $500 a head. And even then, Air Canada in the city where I'm living, it was around $1,800. Like, madness. Just a stupid amount of money. Fuck off. Like, it was bad. Awesome. Just double checking if my team took their meds. They did. I'm happy. That is 500 can. Let me see. Ooh, fuck. My email got full like in 8.5 seconds. Oh, that's cute. What is LinkedIn going on about? Oh, fuck off, you. No, 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 no. Okay, hold on. Let's see. The hotel came to... $472. $472 before tax, so $650, give or take. Oh yeah, no, I bought those. It was about 10.50 or so for 2 tickets to Las Vegas. However, you don't get a checked bag. Now, I'm sorry, but if you wanted like the package that was bigger, it was much more expensive, and we only need 1 checked bag. Like, listen, we're 2 people. And let's be honest, that checked bag is going to be mostly empty because we're bringing shit home. So yeah, my flight was only... So it's gonna cost me like an extra $50 or $100 on the spot. Which, fine. Works for me. I'm gonna get this tree. There. Let's go. No, I'm pretty excited. On another, like, super exciting, like, it's coming event, this weekend. 7 p.m. East, Atlantic. I'm going to see Megadeth. I'm actually quite excited about that. So, yeah. They're on tour with some bands. I don't know them, but yeah. Megadeth is coming to my city, so we're just like, fuck yeah, let's go. My husband bought the tickets. He was still very much recovering from surgery. And he said, you know what, with all the money I didn't spend, I'm buying those tickets. I'm like, go ahead, honey, it's up to you. Like, they're a little bit out of my range because I'm saving you to Las Vegas, so you do what you want. And he's like, yeah, fuck yeah. Worked out good for me. But yeah. And we're going to see Megadeth this weekend. We also have board game night again this weekend, I'm hoping. Then we have the weekend after. It's also Mother's Day, but like I've already like taken that money and put it towards my Las Vegas trip, so don't want anything. I did that on purpose, you know what I mean? £50 is 50. It's something like that. And we're 50-pound max. Yeah, well, the only thing I'm planning on taking everything I can in my carry-on as much as possible, right? My husband's gonna have a carry-on as well, as full as he can possibly make it full, legally. And then that extra, if we need a little bit extra room, it'll be there. But the reality is that that bag should be mostly empty on the way. So I don't want to buy a suitcase in fucking Las Vegas. No way. That ain't gonna work. Oh, shit. I guess I'm taking it. Come on. This way, honey. There. But yeah, that's the idea. I'm very excited. It's kind of dumb how excited I am. So my plan is to make it to that and at least a couple local conventions here. I have 3 in mind. No god, no non-stops. I have a layover. I have 2 of the, I have a layover for both of them, but it's only a couple, it's 2 or 3 hours, I think. Like, enough to where I don't have to stress out about it. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, this stuff stresses me the fuck out. It's my first time booking flights as an adult. And, the layover, switching planes, bothers me, because you hear so many stories about people like, oh, well, my flight was delayed 4 hours, and you're like, well, fuck. Well, fuck. You know what I mean? That's the fear. And I do not want that. Like, it's the middle of the summer, I mean, like delays. Probably not, but still, like, I don't know, stressing me out. It's funny because there are some people that fly all the time and they're like, why are you worried? I don't understand. If this happens, this happens. I'm like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Alright, what do we get? Where are we at? We are at AT. Well, that's it. And I know, like, I've watched TikTok and people are like, what about, like, not sitting with your family? Listen, I'm not going with kids. And I'm not a not friendly person, so. No, I didn't pay extra to sit together. But it is what it is. Your girl's cheap. I wasn't gonna spend $30 per plane. No. I'll cuddle to the person who's next to me. Notice when the casters at WoW's are race for world first are talking on the side about Final Fantasy 14. I don't know, I think it's a pretty good idea that everyone gets a good try. I think competition is very good, right? It's good for business, it's good for everything. But generally speaking, people experiencing what the other side looks like doesn't hurt either. And I think it enriches your game. Because, again, if you like raiding in World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft's raiding is fantastic. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. And the amount of rating content is actually pretty good. I'd argue better than Final Fantasy XIV. So if that's your jam, great. But that doesn't hurt. If you could have both, why don't you have both? Right? It's like a soft taco and a hard taco. Why not both? Taco's a taco. You may prefer one for any given reason, and that's fine. But if the answer is one taco or both tacos, why the fuck not? Also, your girl's a soft taco person. My husband's a hard taco. And the reason is, prior to braces, okay? I'm a messy eater to begin with. Tacos are just some level of cruel. I don't understand how people can eat them and not make a mess. I don't get it. Like, it's magic. You're lying to me. I do not believe you can eat a taco and not make a mess. Okay? I don't. Fuck you. Don't believe you. Unless it's a soft shell taco. You make less mess. Not no mess, because I never make no mess. But less mess. Talking about Hoshafon. Oh my goodness, yes. Hey, Hoshafon is fucking traumatizing. And I'm sorry, I will argue all day. Hoshafon had me. The line. Sometimes they fly a tense movie to sit together if one's adjacent to the person willing to move. Yeah, but I'm not gonna argue either. Like, I know what I got myself into. It's really not that deep. You know what I mean? If I'm stuck sitting next to somebody, as long as, you know, everyone's respectful, I don't care. I do not care. I'm a Canadian. I will make small talk. It's what we do. Make a friend, maybe. Hoshafon was an experience and a half. The line. I'm sorry, but the line is the line. Like, it's one of the. It's an iconic video game line. Period. It's up there with "Would You Kindly." I'm sorry, like, you can fight me on that one. The line is everything. But if you're looking for emotional damage, the answer is Edmond de Foucault. Sometimes I'll move one of you to sit together. Oh, well, that's nice of them, Jonathan. Really? Like, I heard that if you ask nicely and just remain respectful and say, hey, listen, is it possible that we get one together? They'll do their best, which is agreeable. Like, that's all I ask. Hey. And even if you can't, you're just like, sorry, it is what it is. Cool. I understood that when I signed up. I'm not loose sleep over it. Yeah, Edmond's. Oh man, Edmond de Foucault is. That is the most difficult scene in this fucking game. No, that's a lie. I'm gonna. Venat's Walk is the most difficult scene in the game. Edmond de Foucault is only seconds behind it. Like, oh, fuck, it's hard. And it's because the man was such a good voice actor, right? The best. Like, probably one of the best voice actors of all time. Because there's something, and this is something that My Girl also nails. If you've seen My Girl, you know, okay? And that is, and I don't mean to get deep into it, but grief is not something that just, oh, I'm grieved, burst into tears. That's not how it works. That's not how real life works. And I don't blame the media, okay? Like, most of the time, it works that way in movies, and it works that way in all kinds of other media because it has to. There's no time to show that growth of grief, that realization, no shit, this is it. This is real. They're not here now. They're not coming home. You know what I mean? Like that, those, it's one thing to say it, it's another thing to get it, right? And that's something that, as humans, we don't do well with that at all. That's why doctors use the very direct terms when shit happens. Your loved one is dead. It's not, you know what I mean? It's very direct for a reason, because we don't process that shit very well. And my girl and Edmond de Fulton, and yes, I'm putting them on the same fucking level of acting. Call it, well, to be fair, she was a little girl, so. But still, what made those scenes so fucking memorable is it nails grief. It nails that, like, okay, no, listen, we got this. I know what to do. We're gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. No. We'll take care of that. Alright, well, thank you. You see what I mean? Like, most people, and I'm in that list myself, will start in that process of, okay, this is what needs to be done. Now, this can wait. You go do this, you go do that. And when I finally hits you, it puts you to your knees. And that's what makes that fucking performance so goddamn good. Is as you're leaving, and as he starts catching on that his son is dead. Whoo, buddy. And that fucking shake in his voice. That shake is that little quiver, that like, oh fuck, he nails it so perfectly. And I can't, like, it's perfection. There is, to me, in voice acting, that is what perfection sounded like. It is. A perfect, small tear trying to come through a voice. And then the collapse. And then, oh, God almighty, fuck, I was gone. I was so, that's ugly crying. No, it's perfect. Like, there are some great video game moments in voice acting. There are moments that put you to, like, if I grab World of Warcraft, for example, Ysera. Tyrande looking at the sky, looking for Ysera, and watching her float as she watches her friend of X amount of years, her confidant, go. Is beautiful imagery, and again, iconic. Like, yeah, that moment in video, that moment in voice acting is just. You can argue with me all day that if someone asked me my perfect deliverance of lines, that's it. That's it. Everything else is fantastic, but comes in second. Emmett Selk comes in second. I know. Emmett Selk comes in second to that. Fucking performance. Oh, I'm fine. I just got a sniffle. By the way, I'm good. Trust me, I have no problem admitting when I'm crying on the site. Yeah, that. Ooh. Which Emmett Selk's that voice actor is incredible. You hang on to every word he says. Every single word. But a lot of my favorite moments in gaming happen in this game. Like, if you're looking for moments, like true moments, the best moments, like the most hyped I've ever been for a boss fight, Emmett Selk. The best I've ever seen a voice actor do anything, Steven Critchlow. I don't know if the Knots scene is harder on me than Ysera, because I'm sorry, Ysera fucking wrecked. I still can't watch it. It's been years. And it still puts me to fucking tears. Best score, I would say, is this. It, again, Answers gets me every time, because of course it does. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely, he's my favorite villain, ever. Because I can see myself do everything he did. And I probably would. Terrible, but I probably would. But you want to know what my favorite game when it comes to story writing is? By the way, that's a really, really good song. If you're looking for a good song. One of my favorite story-written games. And this is like, oh, you're gonna give me the side eye. Zelda Majora's Mask. And before you give me the side eye, I want you to like stop. Hold on. It's not even the main story. The main story is actually pretty fucking surface level. Not that great, let's be honest. It's everything else in that game. They hid such adult, dark undertones in a children's game. And some of them are very well hidden. Some of them are a little more obvious. And some of them, like, you get as you're playing, even as a little young kid. But a lot of it you don't get until you're an adult. Then it hits you and you're like, Jesus Christ, wow. Like, she's dark. And if you really, like, take the time and think about some of the dialogue that they're having, it's very, that is one of the few Zelda games you need to read between the lines. But once you do, you're like, what the fuck? This is a children's game. It was marketed to the kids that played Ocarina. That saved Hyrule. And that's not what they got. But no, it was... Oh, yes, Calvin? Yes? It was designed to go over kids' heads, but it did perfectly. Because I'm not saying I'm a genius child, I am fucking not. But like, it went over my head almost completely. And most, like, remember the time of the media, right? Like, stuff like Hunchback of Notre Dame, which, by the way, is a fucking adult cartoon. Shouldn't be viewed by children, even though they have some stupid kid scenes. To me, I would just, if ever I got that movie, I would take out almost all of the gargoyle scenes, and that movie would have been fantastic. But like, I got a lot of the undertones, not the real dark ones, but I got most of it. This, I got none of it. It's so well hidden, and it's hidden in the mask quests. If you got the mask quests and you paid attention to the dialogue, and you really paid attention, it's fucked. It is fucked. I'm sorry, it is so fucked. It does, because it has an army get killed, and villages and all that fun stuff. Not fun, but you know. What's interesting about Mulan is that it's just, like, it's not far off of Chinese writing, generally speaking, and it's actually, I mean, the story of gender, if you really want to dive deep into it, it's interesting, and I love that. And our boy was a bisexual, I'm sorry. Fight me on that one, too. But, no. There we go, we got her. But the mask quests went above your head, and the dialogue went above your head. You even the side dialogue that you hear out of the mask quests get real fucked up real fast. Oh, 100% that he was a bisexual man. But yeah, Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. Just, to me, and this is something that is like a personal, I wish they would have never released it as a children's animated film. That should have been an adult. If they would have released it as an adult animated film, we would have had one of the best animated films of all time. Because it was good. It was really good. The undertone, I mean, first off, it's not near, it's not accurate by any definition. There's some stuff that's kind of accurate, but like not really, not very much at all. I read half of Hunchback and she's not. Okay? But a lot of the roles that are insinuated because it's a child's film are there. Like Frollo is not a chancellor. He's a bishop, right? There's a reason why he's so goddamn religious. It's not because he's a man of the church, right? Like, to be fair, France definitely was super duper Catholic in the time it was written, so that's not the problem, but you see where I'm going with this. He was a bishop. Oh, dude, Hellfire. Hellfire is one of the best Disney songs. Best villain Disney song. Like, to me, top 2. I'm sorry, it is. But that song is basically like, no. I'm working with the Pops tent, and we need to solve this. Like, it is fucked up. It is something. And the underground resistance, well, that's interesting. Because they use the imagery in the movie for the Knights of the Templar, which were also destroyed in France, which kind of makes sense. But anyway, it's a very adult movie. Like, one of the things that I would have liked, like an easy fix I could have done if they wanted to keep those stupid fucking gargoyles there, is one, remove the love song. What the fuck? That's gross. Like, they tried to create a love triangle for nothing. It did nothing to the story. And secondly, the last fight at the end, the gargoyles are fighting the guards, right? The biggest thing they could have done to change the entire film, okay, is, and this is so stupid, but when the gargoyles are shooting little bullets and they're attacking the people that are coming up the walls of Notre Dame, every time the camera panned and it was a soldier looking up, all they had to do was make them not there. I think in the books it's heavily insinuated, and again, one of those read between the line moments, that they're not real. They're imaginary. They are in Quasimodo's head. They are his way of coping with extreme loneliness. He talks to them. I mean, Notre Dame is full of gargoyles, but he talks to them. They talk back to him, but they don't talk to anyone else. You know what I mean? If they would have kept some of that continuance in the movie, where, again, they look up, they don't see them, it would have made... It would have been real smart. Anyway, in my humble opinion. But yeah, that was the big thing in the book, is that they're not real. And they're not supposed to be real. Just thought. But yeah, Hellfire is one of the best fucking Disney songs to ever live. Anyway, I like that. I like the subtle writing, the one you gotta really think to pick up on. I like that in shows too. Because my favorite type of TV show is one that makes you think. And one you can just listen to and not like watch every moment or it fucks you up. You know what I mean? Like The Witcher is a good example of a show that I don't like. Not because it's not good, but because I don't have time to sit there and watch it, and you have to watch every detail. Again, it's not its fault, it's my schedule and how I tend to consume shows. But yeah, like, so TV shows that make you think, that have some symbolism, that have those deeper moments, I love them. Like, Mad Men is still one of my favorite TV shows ever. The Sopranos. Sopranos is fucking excellent. Which, by the way, I fucking hated the last season, the second half of the last season, until I got it. Until I realized that I got caught up into it. And I fell into the writer's trap. Remember the scene they did the witch on the top. Oh, they did? Oh, that's sad. We need those moments. It's important. I need those moments, okay? But like, I fell for it. I like that. I love when you think you know something and you realize, no, you got played for a sucker. I love those. And The Sopranos is that last season. If you felt bad that any of the deaths that happened, you got played. And that's the best part. That's what's so intelligent about it. These are characters that you've known, like Johnny. I think his name was Johnny. What was his name? My husband's not there anymore. The guy with the fat woman as a wife. I think his name was Johnny. When he died, I was mad. I was upset. I didn't cry, but like I was legitimately like, no, why the fuck would they kill off this character? He's obviously out of the fucking thing. He's gone. Why is this? Now the wife is dirt poor. The wife can't function. This was the only man who was good to his wife. Like, I love that character more than you would fucking believe. Just how he treated his wife, who he loved more than life itself. Spoke of her as if she was an angel on earth. While everyone else made fun of her weight. He was easily my favorite character on the show. But I fell for it. 100% fell for it. I felt fucking terrible when he died. Whose fault is that? Mine. I didn't read between the lines. I have to rewatch that show while reading in between the lines. While catching the bigger story. That's one of those TV series that you need to watch twice. Especially the last 2 seasons. No, I enjoyed that very much. I didn't think I would. My husband told me that I would, and I didn't think he doesn't tend to. He's very surface level. He doesn't like to think about stuff. So like him, a mob story is cool, interesting. Oh no, this character died. You know what I mean? Like it's very surface level. So a lot of the times we don't agree on good TV. Like I didn't like Breaking Bad. I'm sorry, I know this is gonna break people's hearts, but I didn't like Breaking Bad. He loved it. Because the show is more built for his type of TV viewing, not mine. And that's fine, it is what it is. It's a great piece for that type of storytelling, just wasn't for me. So when he told me, no, you need to watch The Sopranos as an adult, like, you know, we have HBO. And I finally did, I was like, God damn. So anyway, I got a bad habit of trying to think too much in my TV. I get into it is my problem. I want to know it all. Ate that with my face. But no, I am. That's why I've fallen for Star Trek so hard. Because episodically, you get a nice think piece. Where it makes you question mortals that are currently there, like today, 30 years later. Ooh, I like it. Making me think. Never watched that show. I can imagine. Absolutely. It's a rough show to watch. It's very vulgar. It's very, it's one of the first shows on HBO. They really tried to push the envelope with nudity, with sex scenes and stuff like that too. So at the very beginning you'll see a lot of it because, let's be honest, at the very beginning they were trying to push the envelope. Which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, there's an art form in that in itself. But it very much is a read between the lines show. Everything that's on that show is deeper than it seems on the surface. And that's the idea. Same thing like Mad Men. Mad Men was the same way. They represented different things. In different seasons, they represented different moments. They represented different situations, different people, different ideas. Same idea. Don't leave me with the fucking loot. But yeah, and then once you reach the final season, you see if you get played. Back in the day, it was a two-part. Like it was the final season was a first half and a second half. In the second half, like a lot of shit, like the second season, things change fast and hard. Like it makes no sense the amount of changes that are going through this show in those moments. But they made the lesson forward, right? That's the point, is that they taught you something. You either caught it or you didn't. But we're gonna show you the lesson now. No, it's a good thinky show. But again, you gotta be able to handle vulgarity to get there. She vulgar. Not just in language, not just in boobies. But I mean, like, the subject matter is pretty vulgar at times. Which again is cool with some people. Like, I'm cool with most. And not cool with others. Like, there's some parts that, you know, what? We did pretty good though. Did I get it in the end? 92. So I'm gonna get it either tomorrow or soon. Very soon. My Porksies, because of course. But yeah, it's that's the kind of TV shows I like. I like the thinky ones, the ones that, you know, put some thought behind it. even like when I'm gaming or when I'm sewing or when I'm doing anything else, I'm not watching trash TV usually. I'm usually watching documentaries. And I'll cycle through, like, I'll watch a bunch of new ones, but I'll cycle through some old ones as well. Like, I'm now back through cycling through the Plantagenet and the Angevin Empire. So, that's where I'm at. But to be fair, we also just crowned a fucking king, so of course I dug into that. I am not a monarchist, okay? I'm very much against the monarchy, the oppression that the monarchy has provided, the colonization, just the fucking money. To me, they should do like they did in France. No, don't pop their heads off. That's not what I meant. But Versailles, the Palais de Versailles is now a tourist attraction. And no one is sitting on the throne there. Okay, so in a perfect world, that's how I would have it. I will, however, say that I do not like the amount of people that talk poorly about the king and the queen. Because remember, there is a queen now. King and the queen. Okay, if you're still with me. I don't like that. Especially when they comment stuff like how the queen looks or that she's a side chick. I fucked that up. Oops. Oh. Some money's better than no money. I'm definitely not a fan of that shit. Why? Because it's high school behavior, right? If she looked like Diana and he would have left Camilla for Diana, this conversation wouldn't exist. I'm sorry, it wouldn't. Nobody would be having this conversation. And I'm sorry if that offends. But that's fact. They changed the laws of marriage because of how that marriage went, how poorly that marriage went, because two people that hated each other married each other. Okay. So I completely disagree. People being like, well, she's a side chick. The lady's dead. Even if she was a side chick, that's a widow, and that's completely legal, whatever. Secondly, if you were pressured, as they were, to keep a marriage together, regardless if there was a side chick or not, you would have kept them too. And thirdly, what the fuck good does it do making fun of people that are ugly? Not appealing. Oh, she looks terrible with the new crown. Okay. What do you want me to do? Like, there's a million people, there are billions of people in this world that are uglier than this woman. And they're watching you comment about how much ugly this one is. Right? There's no need of it. Did she marry a colonizer? Yes. Did she wear colonizer jewels? Yes. Are they part of a system that is bankrupting the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and all of their other nations? Yeah. Is there a place for monarchy today? No. Are these people pure privilege? I just hurt my fucking spot right on, didn't I? I did. Fuckers. So again, I'm not against all that. It's just, it's weird hearing people talk about that. Like, if you're gonna have a comment, comment about the policy, right? Like, again, staying on the like more honest side of things. If you disagree with a certain orange tinted president, that's fine. Disagree with their policies. Not because he is not as handsome as you think he would be or whatever. And I just said that so that people don't put that in the... I don't want it coming up in the captions later. So, that was not meant to insult. Again, being ugly is not a crime. Having shitty fucking policies is a crime. Just making my rounds. Let me see what they get. Okay, where am I at? The orchestrion roll. I can't afford it. Alright, well that's where we're at there. That was easy. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna end it there for the night. Bedtime. I will be back on Wednesday on Twitch, more than likely playing Octopath. We shall see. In the meantime, though, thanks so much for being here. Have a legendary night, and I can't wait to see you guys again on the next one. Bye.